I will go with Duress. It's not super efficient. Go for the throat could work as well. Alright, I think we go with Opt. Because Opt is the only card advantage they have. This is annoying, but they need a lot of mana to trade 1 for 1. This is a pretty cool card, however it's very slow. The fact that they instantly drew talent is really not great for us, because we really wanted this to not happen. This deals what? 2 damage, and this one can bounce. I need 4 mana, so we can hit with this. Alright, this should be the turn to go for Revenant. We could also set Cecil into go for the throat. It's also a decent play, but this one is scary, it's clunkier, so it's harder to sneak later, and I think this might be the perfect turn to do it. Alright. Bro, this guy just draws what they need. But at least they sacrificed the token, so they still needed to go 2 for 1 for our Revenant. Of course, that's really good for them, because it's also exiled. So now they can play this on the next turn. So we don't want one huge creature, we want a small creature like Cecil into another one. With this we can use Fountainport every turn very easy, maybe even 2 of them. Alright, so how do we do it? I think we just kill it. So our opponent has no creatures and they desperately need to do another one. If they cannot, we should be in a very good spot. All of this trades like 1 for 1. Alright, that's not what they think it is. It doesn't deal 1 plus 2, it actually only deals 2. So that's really good for us. Alright, I could play this guy, but then they use the full turn to bounce it. And we draw it and replay it? I mean, it's still their whole turn. I think it's okay. And they cannot take this one hit, so they have to do it instantly. I will lose life, because if we flip it, Cecil can also finish the game. Alright. Do they have 1 mana play? Torch the tower. I was considering they might bargain the talent and torch the tower this for 3 mana. That wouldn't be a bad play. Alright, and now we can hit, but this is so good. This is so good, man. Oh boy, they won't like this one. Let's deal some damage, and with Fountainport we basically have guaranteed card advantage. Yep, exile it and get it back instantly. And I mean, let's draw card, but this is so good. I love situation when I get the good stuff and my opponent gets the bad stuff, except, you know, we drew a land. But still a removal out is very good for us. So we have 6 mana to fuel Fountainports, which means double fish. Man, we can actually kill them with fish, because if they keep trading 1 for 1, they cannot stop the onslaught. This will keep happening. If they kill Cecil, we get we play another one. This one, absolutely fine. Man, we could literally just draw it. By the way, it's a 7/7, because why wouldn't it? And they will need to solve it on the next turn, while we have more cards and more creatures. So the next turn is exactly the same, just worse for our opponent. And yeah, no. Yep. Alright, I was considering double sacrifice with double Fountainport, but we'll lack 1 mana. And you can already tell that the pressure is mounting, and this fish, with all the extra mana that we are getting, is actually super nice. Like, basically we make this to be 3 mana total, and, you know, they just cannot keep card advantage. So they will wait until we go to like 12, and then they will try to kill us. So for this reason, I will go for Bandit's talent, risking that I might actually die on the next turn. With Slickshot plotted, they can get it to absolutely ridiculous stats. So they have protection spells. I will still go for this. Maybe it will matter later. For now, it's just wasted mana point. Honestly, bluffing a cut down could be worth it, but I'm not bluffing anyway, so I will just take. So the reason I went with this play now is that with Slickshot, they actually want to wait a little bit, so they set up like 2 or 3 creatures with prowess, and then everything scales to absolute oblivion. And it seems they have another protection spell. So, we go for the black mana. And I think this is the moment when we go for Cecil. We could go for Lily and ensure the kill. Oh, this is very tempting. Very tempting. Alright, I think we have tools to win this game if we do it right. Yeah, we also prevent the card advantage. You know, the classic aggro card advantage that they will get by protecting their stuff. I mean, that's fair. Like, it's not like they would love to use it anyway, right? But I'm super salty. Like, those red decks have so many great cards. Let's see what our opponent is doing. Probably Swing or Nemesis. Let's see the target. We can actually kill this kinda easily. I'm not sure. Do it right. It's so much damage, man. It's actually so much damage. I think we give up Lily. She is great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think we can, you know, prevent all of this. Like, I think it's just too much. And that means we probably have... So, if I play this, they will save it 100%, so I think I need to go for the throat, and there's good chance they will still protect it, which means we need to go for second go for the throat. I think they have failed, to be honest. I think they have it since, like, very long time. Maybe I should go for the Virtue. So I absolutely don't want my opponent to prevent the life gain, because I just drew Shelly, I have Virtue. Actually, every single card we have right now, except Bandit talent, is a life gain. So we don't want this to get hit. So this is the turn when they can go a little bit crazy with the Slick Shot, and now they're calculating if the number of power on Slick Shot is 14 or higher. I hope it isn't. Oh, land is absolutely, like, meaningful. With this, they lost a lot of power. Oh, no. Oh, the card advantage for aggro deck, the classic. So now they can go this into this, Druid gets the pump, and this goes to, what, 8, 9, whatever, to some ridiculous life total. On the bright side, maybe we can flip Cecil. That's a little bit, you know, good for us. They can cast it until the end of next turn, right? Your next end step, because they didn't cast it at the end step, right? Usually they cast it during your turn, so they have like full turn to play it. Alright. 8 power. Love it. Just great. Alright, but I think we can still do it. A little bit awkward turn. I think we have to go for Virtue, right? How much are we scared of Slick Shot? Because we could just go for Questing Druid, this grows. Slick Shot grows a little bit, but they need a lot of cards, and it's not easy, they don't have, you know, card draw or Qarsi. I think we just go with this. We swing, we flip, but this goes on ground, man. We go to 8. Can they burst us from 8? Actually from 6, because we will hit. This gets them to 6 exactly. So this from the top wins the game. Oh boy, I guess that means we have to go for this play. And not exactly what I wanted to do, but it's fine. It's fine, guys. So after this turn we can go absolutely crazy on the life gain. We just need to survive this single turn. And we're already dealing damage with Shelly. This will be a very quick clock. This card will decide the game. They need something to trade against Cecil. If not, we drop Shelly, we start attacking, and this probably, like, this needs 2 spells to be able to trade. And as you can see, Cecil actually winning. Alright, our opponent remembered that they are playing Magic indeed, and they played a spell during their turn, which is impressive. Jokes aside, I kinda like my cards, to be absolutely honest with you. I think we set up Revenant. This will die nicely to Torch the Tower, so that's probably their best bet. But I will still go for it. Right now, I have less cards, and my cards are better. I mean, not better, right? They have double Qarsi, which is the sign of a really good player. But we just cannot discard cards, because it will hurt us quite a lot. So what we can do here, we actually need to go really hard, really quickly, because our friend will outvalue us as an aggro deck. So we have to go Cecil, and we will go for the throat. And we probably lose this Liliana and play the last one. We'll see. If we draw a land on the next turn, we play land into Lily and start discarding cards probably. And maybe even defending Liliana. We'll see. Our opponent will play all of the cards from the hand, which is a sign of the best mono-red players. When am I too sad? Like, I'll tell you, with double core, you cannot win the value game over the long game. You actually need to raise them, and racing is incredibly hard. With Corey and Talent, they have so much value in this deck that is crazy. While also pressuring kills very quickly. Yep, so I think we'll block this. But that's the problem, right? Because they want to pump this, but Slickshot still gets pumped for free. So that's the big problem. How can we do it? It's still a Death Toucher, you know? I will force them to maybe trade 1 for 1. We'll take some damage, we'll lose Lily, and they will lose this token, unfortunately, only. Revenant, that's something I really cared about. Still, it's not a permanent removal, so maybe we can get it back. Let's see if they pump more. They still have one more spell. They see the priority. Everyone's favorite, Monstrous Rage. Love it. Absolute perfection. So, I mean, you don't have good choices. What can you do? I think we go like this. That's the problem. So we can solve this, and we can actually win from here. However, they will draw a second card, play 2 spells, and they will win. Because we can clear the board, but nothing more. I could try to get the last card. You know what? Actually, the only way to counterplay Corey is to get them to 0 cards. I think this is the winning play. And now we need to rely on the top decks. They can use Talent and get Monstrous Rage. It will cost all of their mana. And Opt is incredible. This is like one of the best draws. Because it's a spell that gives them another spell. And we basically lost. I will show you, alright? But we lost here. This is where Corey becomes a 2 mana, 4/4 in 2 different cards, and it only gets worse from this. So we actually have to take this hit. Every time they can trigger Corey, they are incredibly ahead. To the point where we won't be able to beat them soon. Maybe we can go Virtue, you know? Alright, so this card is not in the hand. That is a little bit awkward. Do we go for Sacrifice? They can... Man, I love that this goes around. Counter spells, discard everything. Even removal, basically. So what can we do? We can get some creatures from the graveyard. We can kill one of the big slick shots. I think we go for the Sacrifice effect. And now they can take Talent for Opt or Sleight of Hand. And probably hit 2 spells from a row. So you can see, they can play from a literal top deck, like a control deck, and they will always use all the mana, basically, while triggering free stuff. This deck is incredibly hard to play against. They just have, like, combination of best things from aggro and control. Like, they can outvalue you or kill you, depending on what is your weakness. This is the second cycle. Each time they trigger both Corys, they are skyrocketing ahead, and I need like 2 turns to solve it. Then they draw 1 card, and they get it again and again, until you basically get out-grinded with value of an aggro deck. However, we can still get the live game. This is actually really good for us. And we can kill the biggest creature. Honestly, I think this might work. I can get a creature for future. This one doesn't pain us, so let's go. Let's actually take it. I don't think we'll block on this turn because we don't need to, but it maybe helps on the next turn. Man, look, they just get free cards from free cards from free cards, and everything just grows exponentially. So we literally are doing everything we can. And there is a chance that we actually will still beat it, which is absolutely wild. We need to hit the last card, super important. They messed it up a little bit. They should just probably use it at instant speed with Opt or into the Floodmouth, something like this. So there is a chance. But what can we do? Do we really try hitting them and racing? Man, this feels awful. We can double block this if they whiff, and we can protect Lily. I think this is what we have to do. I cannot win the long game. This is an aggro deck, so they will just outvalue us. It's so weird, but that's exactly the situation. I actually need to raise them because I cannot beat them in the long game. Alright, they're going for level 3. That's actually good. That's something I hoped for. So they're checking the graveyard, but we can make a fish, I believe, because we have no creatures. So now I can go for this, save Liliana, clear the board, and start racing them. I mean, this is... Bro, I think we're doing everything we can. This is a really nice draw, by the way. That means we can save Lily, maybe? Nah, we get rid of this, and we literally try to race. Man, this is... I think we'll win this game. Oh my god, it feels great. But if they hit Slate of Hand right now, they will probably get like 4 extra creatures or something, because they probably will hit another spell. So we really need them to whiff finally. Let's go for the fish. Yeah, we pay life. I think it's worth it. We could also go for the treasure for Virtue. Alright. I think this is a little bit better. It guarantees. Oh man, those are such good cards. Okay, this is better for double spelling. So we hit. Remember, we need to actually raise them. Alright, and we have removal. If I didn't draw this, it would be Virtue. But then we open ourselves for insane hit on one of the turns. Like, they can create tokens, they can pump everything, you know. And they also get those tokens that hit on the second turn. Alright, so this is the big turn. Let's go. There will probably be 3 or 4 creatures on this turn attacking our face, but hopefully they cannot draw more. Okay, this is honestly as good as it gets for us. It's only 3 creatures out of nowhere. Sorry, 4 creatures out of nowhere. Man, maybe we can just go for... Man, this has Menace. We can actually kill them. So they need to keep blocker. And I wonder... Oh my god. Legendary mono-red player that knows about blocking. I can respect that. Oh boy, so... They actually left a ton of creatures. I can kill 1. If I draw removal, I can still go through it. Do we take this risk? Nope. I think we go like this. I want as much time as possible, because there is a chance they cannot trigger Cory on the next turn with a single card, which means that we're winning the board. Oh man, this is nice. Because they will probably double block this to answer it. This seems to be a player that knows what they're doing. Very nice. We even got the better trade on the bigger creatures. That's nice. Alright, so we go like this. We double trade. We get them to 4. We have a creature in the graveyard, so we can get a token. And now we play another one. So they have exactly the same situation. But I'll be honest, I'm impressed by our opponent. They actually made a nice blocking play, you know? And they can double equip, but that's it. Maybe they can try to block the Revenant. I think this could be the best play for them. Yep, our opponent knows the stuff. I think we still go for it. It's worth the treasure, and we'll probably do it out at some point. Virtue is not like the biggest deal right now, it's kinda slow. See? Perfect. And we actually... Man, we beat aggro deck. Well, we are going first, and I have to respect our opponent for going YOLO aggro. I mean... I think I know what they are playing, but let's see. Maybe it's just a mind game, but no, they're rank mythic, so that means they are actually playing aggro. So that's how you know. See, like 100%. We go for the Bane Splitter, because both of those cards will deal 2 damage to us, but this will do it once, this will do it forever, until we leave the game. And it has to be Duress again. Maybe we hit... Oh, but they can cast it in response. Oh, that's awkward. Man, so if this is a non-creature, then Duress is great. No, they... Okay, so they will tap for the next turn, for the Manifold Mouse. It is worth the risk, to be honest. So maybe I misplayed, but if I whiff, and I probably will whiff, this will feel really awful, so I just didn't want to go for the play. Okay, Cecil trying to keep us in the game. Missing land, not amazing. Listen, let's go. This is like we have 2 plays. It's not Duress, so it's Cecil. And you can, as always, see how much this 3rd point of toughness changes in the game. If that was 2 toughness, they would just burst lightning it. I would love to be able to play my spells. Is it too much? I think we just go with Bandit talent. This will hit something meaningful. It's a little bit clunky, so for example, if they play a Manifold Mouse and we draw a land, we can Duress into Virtue, which is a really nice play. We cannot do it with Bandit talent, so, you know, getting mana screwed, definitely not my favorite. You know, at this point we would be already casting Revenants and Guardians. I'm not saying the name, alright? I have no idea what this character is. It reminds me of a different game. Alright, so we chill. And we see what our opponent is doing. They kind of want the Lightning Strike, but it's kind of the real, you know, testament to the power of Cecil that they need 2-drop, a perfect 2-drop to answer this, and are already going hard. Pretty smart play to try to go for the value play of an aggro deck by, you know, getting more creatures. Very good for them, and very, very scary for us. That means we need to start removing those one by one, because we are stuck on this 2 mana. Of course, we won't be able to block, but we're at 22. You actually don't want to burn all of this extra life gain. You want to preferably attack with it when you know it flips. The fact that it untaps is huge. You swing, and you instantly get the life gain, you know, life gainer with a 4/4 to defend. So you actually gain life with this play generally. And that's 4 cards with the double 2-drop. So, oh, that's interesting. I mean, we know they can go for the play, you know? Let's see. They can go Monstrous Rage is the most efficient one, but of course Burst Lightning can hit it, and then First Strike kills this. Heartfire Hero, the worst offender. The one card you don't want to see. However, as we predicted, this is a Duress into Virtue turn. Well, this is devastating. Okay, let's plan it. Our opponent unfortunately is playing actually very good. They are doing the right plays, trying to outvalue, you know, mid-range decks with aggro decks. Makes sense. So probably it's turn inside out. Then they can Burst Lightning. Man, this will be still so hard. I think this is the play. Like, this card is way weaker than the other one. And we won't prevent this, so we actually have to prevent the one that grows. Man, we are under incredible pressure, unreal. Like, one card and they can deal probably like 10 damage. Oh man, this will be rough. Getting mana screwed is... Oh my god, 3 card advantage for... Bro, we literally will die to our opponent outvalue. This is the 3rd extra card they are getting. So normal aggro deck without, you know, those great things would already be 3 cards behind. So they wouldn't have this, this, or this. Or sorry, this one that they are just having. Yep. So all of those are basically freebies because you play aggro. So very rough to actually play a fair game against those. And they also have better board than you, just to be clear. So yeah, this will be rough. I cannot block this. I need to take all the damage. They can also play literally everything. Challenger into Burst Lightning, so, you know, good for them. Good for them. This is Lightning Bolt, by the way, because it deals 2 damage, and the 3rd one comes from the prowess. So it's literally one mana 3 damage. You can see how incredibly oppressive those decks are. It's just so hard to play against them. I think we have to go Cecil, because they don't want to double block. And we can finally flip, go to 10. And this is how I still think we can win, which will be absolutely crazy. Let's go, Revenant. We have 7 power in Lifelinkers. The problem is that this is an aggro deck, so they draw 3 cards a turn without paying a single point of mana. So normal aggro deck would completely lose here, but this is not a normal aggro deck. This one draws triple your cards, while also triple killing you. So yeah, everything is fine here. Everything is fine. I mean, we'll probably lose to card advantage to an aggro deck, because they triple draw. Oh boy. I actually, maybe we could win. I don't think so, but I actually don't even want to try it. Well, going first with removal, so this is a nice opening. I really like Liliana in those decks, simply because if you draw like 1 or 2 discard spells, usually your opponent doesn't get to 0. But if one of them is Lily, oh boy, like they're going to zero. Absolute zero. Let's duress them and see what exactly they are going for. Easy. And one of the reasons when we are talking about the bans, did you see the snap? How quickly I went for Qarsi? I actually didn't check the rest of the hand. All I seen is one card is Qarsi and the rest isn't. So that's how you know which one to discard. That tells a lot. So of course, if we play it, they can just go this into this. They can discard a land, it doesn't hurt them. I think this is not a good turn for Lily. I think she's basically wasted, and she might even hit us more, because our cards are good. If they discard a land, it's kinda non-relevant. So far we had a perfect hit of Duress into Qarsi, which is like the dream. However, the rest, like we don't have instant speed removal, so that's a problem. And they are running the burst version, which uses bolt waves to burst you more, but at the cost of having less power over time. I think this should kill, but it's better to duress first. No reason not to. Just to make sure. We won. Bro, we are so good at Magic, you know? Oh man, this is actually incredibly unlucky draw for our opponent, because I think they play like 20 to 22 lands. I think it's closer to 20. So drawing 6 lands on 10 cards is like incredibly bad. I mean like incredibly bad. We'll go with Cecil. That means we are ready to flip at every point if they get us to 10, and they will. This deck is actually bursty. So, you know, you basically play more defensively against this version than against normal version, because this, like 2 of them is already 6 damage in the face, man. Like it's so much, and it's so cheap to trigger prowess as well. So those turns are devastating, especially that they can plot 6 shots and, you know, everything hits them at once for like 30 damage or something. So I'm happy to see the slick shot, because that means they will be out of gas, and actually I live gain with this. And then when they play lands, then we can set up Lily and Shelly, and with this we should win. Actually, you know, those lands didn't hurt them super crazy much. Let's sleep. I mean, it's obviously hurt them, right? But it's not as much, because otherwise we would just go for the discard. But we didn't, because we knew that there's nothing good to discard. And with this swing, their hopes of winning this game is basically over. And we're at 13. And bro, come on, you know we want to discard. And this, just look at him. He just wants to hit some mono red. This is what he does. And this is explosion. I don't think they want to see the transformation, unless they're bro. Are they the bro? Okay, I will actually just attack. I think our opponent might actually be nice, because I don't think they have counterplay. I think they just want to show the transformation. So really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get the last remaining 2 cards. And as you can see, even if they have cards, it's not a problem for the bro. They actually draw lands. Bro, I feel bad for my mono red opponent. This actually never happened so far. Bandit talent, because we have Lily. Is that a land as well? Don't tell me it's a land. Okay, this is something else. And we keep removal. We have 11-11, so our opponent is dead on the next turn, as they should, to final Eon. And this is a cool card. So we take our win. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed it. This video felt fitting for today for some reason, no idea why, and I hope you enjoyed all the craziness with this guy just flipping into cool summon. By the way, the fact that it's 7/7 is kinda insane, and Menace helps so much, especially that you play quite a lot of removal and duresses, so you can basically interfere your opponent with the game plan, either by removing their removal or just messing up their blocks, so you know, when they leave 2 creatures you can still attack, get the card, and when you flip it, the game completely changes. Like 7/7 is already enough to dominate the board, and card advantage you are getting is very sweet. So far I like this card. When it hits, bro, you don't want to get punched by this guy. And I actually had more impact of this than Shelly, which is always a nice sign. We'll see how it performs. This card is always a little bit wonky because your opponent can just draw the card, but I enjoyed this one, and Cecil is always proving to be incredibly... Like, I'll be honest, this is my favorite one-drop from the whole set so far. This card literally always performs in every deck, in every situation. I think the biggest fact is that you can just play defensively and flip it at the, 10 life mark, and suddenly it's 1 mana 4/4 lifelinker. Like, this gives you so much breathing room against most of the decks, and this death touch, damage that you take is just damage you take. It's not a big deal. Like, it's just 2 damage usually, and you trade against something. So yeah, Cecil absolutely amazing. We didn't really showcase it, but you can also use Revenant when it's in the graveyard with Renew ability to give this guy flying death touch lifelink. That's cool, especially that it really wants to hit the face, right? So yeah, I enjoyed this deck, and with the Fountainport Sunken Citadel tech, I think you have really nice top deck mode version, because you will be probably at 0 cards with your opponent, but with Fountainports and so much mana to fuel them, you very quickly recover where your opponent is just fully reliant on those top decks. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to you guys for watching the video until the end. I hope you had a great fun, and thank you to all the Patreons for supporting the content so we can make those videos forever, hopefully, and it really means a lot, so thank you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys tomorrow.
With